Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tax Wars with Don and Nicole. Nicole just got her hair done. We're taping this on a Friday. Isn't it lovely? I thought she got it done for me. She goes, who are you? It's Friday. I'm going out and partying with my friends and family. You say we were going to go to a cattle restaurant?
Yes.
A cattle, what do? You pick out, I'll have that black Angus over there. Chop them up. I buy, you fry, right?
Yep.
That's how Nicole likes to party.
Put the rest in the trunk.
If you're at cows, when cows see her, they run in the opposite direction. No, stop! Don't eat me. Okay. So listen, getting right into, we just want to update real quickly on some of the latest news that was going on in this insane world. And coming up on the Labor Day weekend, people are like, hey, honey, we don't have any money inside the bank account. And then the wife turns around and says, or, whomever your significant other is, the spouse turns around and says, don't worry. I just found out that bonus tax refunds will be sent out soon from the IRS. Well, you get a check from the IRS? What's in your wallet? So this is from an article from Yahoo. It says bonus tax refunds will be sent out soon. Will you get a check from the IRS? Well, if you've watched our last episode with Randy Salter, one of the things that we found amazing was that the IRS just can't get enough money out there to taxpayers fast enough. And guess what? We're slashing prices on student loans. Yes, this administration is slashing prices. We've gone crazy. We've got a fire sale on everything. So this is going to get quite interesting to see. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and read just a little bit of the article to just kind of give us a sense of what's going on here. Because what has actually happened is due to the fact that when COVID hit, y'all remember COVID? That why you were staying home and you couldn't go out, y'all had on those masks. Well, some of you still do. Oh, by the way, people, it's safe to take off the mask.
Okay. Well, I think they came out and said that they actually recommend not wearing a mask unless you're actually sick.
Yeah. Who said that?
I don't know.
I think it was Fauci himself. He was like, you don't see me wearing a mask. Oh, wait a minute. None of you really know what I look like. This is a fake mask that I've been wearing all this time. He takes it off, He's Henry Kissinger. Hello, did they fool all of you? Yes. COVID was just a joke. Yes, I made you do it. Right? Thank you. So what happened was the IRS got backed up. And although somehow the postal employees didn't have to work from home because they still drove all those trucks, loaded up, and dropped them off at the loading dock at the IRS, right? But the IRS sent all the employees home. So there was no one there to open the mail. So when you mailed in your tax returns for what that would be from 19, 20, and 22, and 21.
Yeah.
And 21. And 21. Okay. There was nobody there. And who knew that there were, tens of thousands of people employed to open up the mail at the IRS. Plus, all those people who normally do open up all the RML because they were sent home. First of all, if you're hired to open up, wait a minute, I just thought about this. If you're hired by the IRS and your sole purpose is to open up the mail, okay, when they sent you home, what were you getting paid to do?
Open up your own mail.
Well, I'll tell you, I got tons of unopened mail. They could have sent one of those IRS personnel over to my house. Yeah, I had a job for them. Yeah, what did they do if they weren't opening up the mail and that was their job? You have no idea?
Watch Judge Judy.
Oh, well, they got to get paid for that, right? Okay, so they had tons and tons and tons of unopened mail. I mean, millions and millions, gazillions and gazillions of mail that wasn't open. Because it's not just the tax returns coming in. It's everything. People trying to get resolutions, submitting different forms, Nothing was getting open, except for there's this one old guy. Did you ever see? Did you ever see the Raiders of the Lost Ark? The first one, the first Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Maybe when I was like 5.
Okay, Nicole. I just found this out the other day. Nicole is a freaking millennial. Okay. I mean, my kids, all my kids are millennials. I didn't know. I didn't know how old she was. I can't tell the age of women at all. Okay, which is why I'm always saying officers. I thought she was 18. Okay. So anyway, I can't tell the age of women to save my life. Unless it's you've got wrinkles and everything. So I just look at them all. I don't see age. I see blonde, brunette, redhead. That's all I see.
As long as I just got my hair done.
Yeah, and Nicole just got her hair done. Right.
That's all you see.
Yeah, she's a true platinum blonde. How do I know this? Go to my OnlyFans page. All right, so if you, I just want to show that short segment from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Producer Paul, if you could put that in there at this time. And this is the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is when they have the Ark, and they show some men inside of a huge warehouse putting the Ark inside of this cargo box, and then it pulls back, and then it shows that this huge warehouse with all of these artifacts and stuff from aliens and UFOs that are in this huge warehouse, and they just seal it up, right? And that's what it was. There was one man who did not get the memo to stay home. And he comes in. He's been working at the IRS for forever, and he has a little meal opener, and he's opening up each box of the time. And he's like reading. Oh, gee. Gladys Daniels from Winnemucca, Idaho. Looks like she's getting a refund.
Shred.
Not so fast, Gladys. He opens up the next one. Nicole Davis getting a refund for $45.87.
Audit.
Audit. There's no way she's getting back that money. She's cheating. Push this one to the front of the line. Okay. So that's what was going on. So when people finally started to trickle back into the IRS, because one is, once you send federal employees home and you pay them to stay there, they're not ever coming back. It's kind of like when your mother-in-law got sick and she needed some hospice, and you said, well, your wife or your husband said, well, Mom, you can just stay with us. She goes, really? I hope I'm not imposing. Right? Oh, really? Next thing you know, it's freaking 2050. Isn't she supposed to have died? I thought she had cancer. So they don't want to come back. And, just like everybody else. Most people, I don't care whether you work for...
I didn't go back either.
I don't care if you work for Tesla, if you work for, Amazon, you think your company is great, you think it's wonderful, you just don't want to go back. Especially once you found out that you can do the same amount of work and watch Jerry Springer and Judge Judy all day long. I mean, that's A-class entertainment you finally realize you had been missing. Right? And everyone had told you about it, but you were like, what is this? What is this Judge Judy? What is this Jerry Springer? And so you finally saw it, you're just like, wow. I didn't know there were actually people on the planet like this. Holy mac, this is the most entertaining thing. Forget Game of Thrones, right? Okay, so that's what was going on. And people, believe it or not, people are still slowly coming back to the IRS. However, they still don't have all that mail open.
No.
I mean, this is boatloads, oil carrying cargo ship boatloads of mail. And they're just not going to get around to opening all of it anytime soon. They even admit that they are behind. Fortunately, Joseph Biden, okay, and your
Our
great
fearless
friends at
leader.
the Senate and Congress have, guess what? They called up the Fed and they said, hey, we need $80 billion for the IRS. Just not just say, you want that in a check or do you want,
Bitcoin,
want me to put it into your PayPal account?
Bitcoin. Put it in crypto.
Bitcoin. Crypto, right. So they printed up.
Oh, yep. They don't even have to print anymore. Now they just transfer numbers.
I just
sold.
they just hit that. They just hit the send button. You know, is this friends or family? It's what? Do I want to get taxed on? It's family. It's friends and family. Hey, we're all buddies, right? So they go, okay, because if it's not friends and family, then you have to pay taxes on this.
We're gonna 1099 you.
We're gonna 1099 you. Right. Oh yeah. It's I'm sending my uncle. Who's your uncle? Uncle Sam. Oh. Yeah. So that's what happened, and so all of a sudden, IRS employees can't wait to get back to work because they go, hey, wait a minute, I only make $87,000.
That's pushing it. I don't even know if they make that, but who am I?
Well, some do. Those are the ones that matter.
There you go.
I mean, if you've been at the IRS for 7 years, okay. I mean, I don't care if you just run the espresso machine. I don't care if you just clean the toilets. You are now, after 7 years, you're making $87,000 a year. Minimum.
Well, there you go.
Minimum.
Perfect.
Okay. Plus, you get how many days off? Okay, first of all,
6 months.
you get 30 sick days, 30 vacation days, and they will accrue and carry over each month, each year. Right? And you never work a holiday. The thing about it, once you become a federal employee, you learn that there were holidays you didn't even know existed.
Right?
There are holidays that you've never heard of.
Plus, like just 2 free weeks at the end of the year when they're updating their computers.
Yeah, you end up going in one day. Well, how come nobody's here? Oh, it's Kitten Appreciation Day. Oh, Kitten Appreciation Day. Yeah.
Biden just made it a holiday. We don't have to work.
Yeah, you go. Oh, and take Monday off too because that's a holiday. What?
Right?
Monday's a holiday too?
Now I got a 7-day weekend.
It's Short People Day. Oh, but I'm not short. Doesn't matter. You still take it off. You know. So,
I am.
Yeah, I am. So there you go. You learn that there's all kinds of and they make stuff up as they go along. And sometimes they go, oh, well, you know what? The federal government has what do you call it when they can't do the budget and they just start?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what they call it, but I know they get a bunch of days off for that.
Well, so technically they don't get paid during that time, but then when they go back to work, they get a big fat check, and then they take all their holidays and sick days all at the same time. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway. That's what was going on. Now they're slowly coming back. And the reason why they're coming back is they go, wow, the IRS got $80 billion. $80 billion. Well, I guess what? I've been at the IRS for how long? I've been at the IRS for 10 years. I started off as the espresso boy, okay? And I worked my way up to lead supervising espresso boy.
Yeah.
And I want to what? I want to move up. I want a promotion. I want to raise. I now want to make $187,000 a year. Mr. Mann, Mr. IRS Commissioner, Chuck Reddick. So what do you say about that? And so they're all back. They're like working. Wow, we got money now. I can make some real money. I can get that. I can finally get my dreams come true. So they're back, and but they're not in a hurry to open up the mail. But they say that it's coming. So we'll see how motivated they are. So. That
must be the worst though, working for the IRS, making $100,000 a year, getting taxed by the IRS for half your money, and then still having to go to work at the IRS.
Who cares? Do you know the average federal employee, there's 365 days in a year. The average federal employee works, because the IRS doesn't open on the weekends. Okay, they're not open on any holidays. You get every holiday off, including the Jewish holidays, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, everything.
Do you?
Huh?
Wow.
Well, the Jewish, the Jewish people who work at the IRS do. You know, you can always convert. I know I did. Okay, so they're slowly opening up the mail. Who knows how fast? Because the IRS doesn't do anything fast. Oh, by the way, have you ever called into the IRS? When was the last time you called into the IRS?
This morning.
Yeah, this morning. And Nicole calls in on a special line at the IRS. It's called the IRS party line. Hi, welcome to the IRS party line. My name's Susan. What's yours? So she calls in on the IRS practitioner line. We call it in the industry we call it the party line. Anyway, at least I do. You're supposed to be able to get in fast. That's why I call it the party line. You're supposed to be able to get in really, really fast, right, Nicole?
Supposed to be, allegedly.
Yeah. You actually pay. We actually pay money to have the. It's called, what is it called?
The service?
Yes.
NQ.
NQ. That's so sexy.
Plug. There's your plug, NQ.
Welcome to the NQ party line. Press 1 for Nicole. Hi, this is Nicole. I'll be right with you. In the meantime, what's your favorite IRS fantasy? Is it getting a big refund? Or maybe a penalty abatement?
You have a bank levy right now?
You have a bank levy right now? I can handle that for you, big boy. Oh, by the way, I just got my hair done. My hair. Did you notice my hair? You'll like these curls. Okay, stop it, Nicole. This video's running wrong. Stop it. Okay. So, as they are opening, the IRS finally realized that because of COVID and because of what was going on, they go, you know what? They just kind of like looked at each other. You know what? We sent everybody home. No one was opening the mail. Did we send George home? Yeah, we sent George home. What about Carol and Bob? Yeah, Carol and Bob, they went home too. They never go home. Okay, so who was opening the mail? Well, we don't know. We thought the mail just opened itself. Wait a minute. Postal employees supposed to open the mail for us? No. What? Well, they should do that.
Right?
So nothing got open, and when they came back, they had piles of mail to open, and they go, wait a minute. Some of these people filed on time. Some of these fools actually filed on time. Everybody there was like, who does that? They go,
people who want their refunds?
People who want their refunds. Money that you lent to the IRS, interest-free, you want to get back at the end of the year. And, of course, what has happened is the employees weren't coming back, or they were coming back slowly. That when you come back from work after a global pandemic, your first day at work, you're not like, let me get those, let me open up those envelopes. No, you're sitting around the water cooler. You're talking to everybody. So how did you, what was that, and what did you think? And do you think it could shut down again? They're talking about all the same things that you talk about when you go back to work.
Did you see Don? He's not even wearing his mask over his nose.
Yeah, nobody's getting any work done, and they're probably like, well, do we just go in and open those? I mean, they could have the cootie COVIDs all over them. I caught hepatitis once from opening an envelope on. So is Fauci is Fauci going to come down here or send us some hazmat suits? So I can just imagine all these IRS employees, in these hazmat suits, going in, they're going in, but the lights are off. It's like a scene out of Aliens, right? Like a scene out of Aliens. All of a sudden, did you hear that? Wait a minute, what's going on? What was that? All of a sudden, there's this envelope, that just like opens up, and it's like this alien jumps out. It's the COVID alien! Everybody run! And they're like shooting. I can't see him, man! I can't see him! Run! Oh man, that'd be great.
Then the whole truck catches on fire. Now you know what happened to your tax return.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's a reasonable explanation.
the post office blew up the truck with all the mail in it. I tried to put it out, So who knows? So they're still opening up this mail, and as more mail is coming in. So, however that's going to work out, I have no idea how soon they do it. But the IRS, essentially, because of this, has decided to make it up to the taxpayers because with COVID, you went through such a horrible experience, a once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic, by the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
And the IRS loves you and cares about you so much.
Oh, yes. So this was their way of saying, taxpayers, we love you. So, that just, I'm getting,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. We're going to have to send Chuck Reddick. We're going to send Chuck Reddick, the IRS commissioner. We're definitely sending him some Christmas cards. Is he,
Yes.
Is he Jewish? No, and do we need Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah? Chuck, let us know.
It's possible.
We'll just say happy holidays. How there? All right.
No comments.
Okay. All right. So, getting back to the Yahoo article, because this is why the IRS is doing it. It says the COVID-19 pandemic really messed up 2020 and 2021 tax return filing season. You thinketh? Okay. You couldn't meet with your accountant face to face. IRS employees weren't answering the phones. Well, gee, like that's new. Okay. It says IRS employees weren't answering the phones. New COVID relief laws required tax form changes and other odd twists and turns just made things more confusing and difficult at tax time. To get things more confusing and difficult at tax time, to give people a little bit more time to sort through the chaos, the IRS pushed back the tax return filing deadline in 2020 and in 2021. But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to help everyone, okay? Some people and businesses still file their tax returns late and were hit with an IRS penalty for it. Can you imagine? Now, you're all sitting there watching Judge Judy. You know tax time was coming along. You were at home. Okay, and let's face it, you've never seen your accountant face to face. You don't even know what he looks like. Okay, so why people filed late, I have no idea, but they did. It was probably because they were trying to figure out how to put on those masks for the first time. Yes. All right, I think you have it on backwards, honey. I think that's supposed to go the other way around. Yeah, yeah. So, however, the good news is, the IRS has good news.
Good.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. The IRS is sending over $1.2 billion in tax refunds to about 1.6 million taxpayers who paid penalties for late tax returns in 2020 and 2021. Now that it has in parentheses here. In some cases, a credit will be issued. Okay, so, sometimes they'll just add it on to your credit because guess what? The IRS is still opening up that mail and they're going to have a hard time getting mail out. They had to bring the people who send the mail out into the opening up the mail for the incoming mail. Okay, it says not everyone who received an IRS penalty notice during the pandemic will get a refund. The new tax relief measure only applies to certain penalties assessed for specific types of tax returns. And of course, if you were hit with a qualifying penalty but didn't actually pay it, you won't receive a refund check from the IRS, although you'll no longer owe the penalty to the government. So, in other words, if you got hit with a penalty, you won't receive a refund, but they will go ahead and remove the penalty from that tax year, tax period.
Yep.
Okay. But if you were getting one of those extra tax refunds, expect it soon, just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay. The IRS says most of the tax refunds payments will be sent out by the end of September. Wow! But if you are getting one of these extra tax refunds, expect it soon. Okay. Because the IRS is going to do this really fast.
Yeah.
Because the IRS does everything fast. They got $87 billion. They all got back to work. They're like, dude, I got a Dell. Dude, I got a Dell computer. Thank you. I'm going to go home and play with my Dell. Good Lord, I'm allergic to Nicole.
Yeah.
Yep, I knew it. I'm allergic to blondes.
Confirmed.
Okay. No, well, Nicole is allergic to black people. Okay.
I don't need any hate mail, okay? Thanks.
Which is why she had to. What, did we lose our sound?
No.
Okay.
I lost my ear thing.
Oh, okay.
You didn't, but I did.
Okay. Nicole's allergic to black people. We didn't find that out until after working together for 10 years. She kept breaking out in monkeypox. You know, whenever we were around each other for more than 10 minutes, you're like, ah! Ah! Holy, I'm allergic to black people. Okay, we're having too much fun. Okay, but we digress. Okay, but if you are getting one of these extra tax refund checks, expect it soon. So apparently the IRS believes that they're going to get these out very, very quickly. It says now the general penalty refund requires, it has a few requirements. Imagine that, the IRS has a few requirements. It says a few requirements must be satisfied before a refund payment will be issued. First, tax refunds will only be sent to late filing penalties associated with tax returns for the tax year 2019 and 2020. General penalty refund requirements. So these are the requirements, because the IRS always has requirements. They like requirements. Okay. It says a few requirements must be satisfied before a refund payment will be issued. First, tax refunds will only be sent for late filing penalties. So there are a number of different penalties that you can have, even if you file on time. The primary one that most people are familiar with is the late filing penalty. So if you file after the filing deadline, known as April 15th, although, you know, it's anybody's guess what they're going to do with it at any point in time.
Yes.
Yeah, they just love moving around. Let's check those taxpayers. Let's see what they do. We're gonna move the filing deadline. What are we gonna move it to? May? No. July. Let's do it while they're on vacation. Yeah. So if you had, it can't be it's not the late filing penalties only apply to certain type of tax returns. So yes. So first, tax refunds will only be sent for late filing penalties associated with tax returns for 19 and 20 tax years that were due in 2020 and 2021, respectively. So, for example, okay, so we're getting an example. Nicole loves examples. Okay, so for example, you're out of luck if you were hit with a penalty for filing your 2018 tax return after the due date. There's no relief if you miss this year's tax filing deadline either. So if you file late this year, a lot of people are like, I still haven't filed. Hey, I'm going to get a bonus check. I just bonused out. Everybody's calling me a thief now, but I'm getting the bonus. All right. So second, refunds and abatements of late filing penalty only applies to certain types of tax refunds. The 1040, the ominous 1040. Nicole, what's a 1040?
Individual tax return.
Individual tax return. So, you know, if you have a business or you know, any of the 940, 941 payroll taxes or any other type of filing, 1120s. Okay, the 1040 series of returns that individuals file is on the list. Forms 1040, 1040C, 1040 NR, 1040 NREZ, 1040 PR, 1040 SR, and 1040 55 and WD 1040.
Yeah.
Okay, so income tax returns for general estates and trusts, Form 1041, Alaskan Native Settlement Trust, that's the 1040N. Oh, wait a minute. 1040N, I thought that was black people. They used to put the whole word on there, but they said, oh, we can't say the N word. Nicole used to work at the IRS. She said, yes, we can. I use it all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking the N word right now.
And then I got fired, and now I'm here.
Okay. And qualified funeral trust from 1040 QFT qualify too. Also, 1040 LBGTQs also. This was her idea. I didn't want to say that. You're bad, Nicole.
Just read the prompter.
Okay. Okay, so we got to stop doing pot before we do these videos. Okay. No, we have to do more pot before we do these videos. Okay, late filing penalties.
And the cops are here.
They're just here to take our pot. Late filing penalties associated with various corporate income tax returns qualify for refunds as well. So Form 1120 series. Oh, so I guess the 1120s are going to qualify. Penalty relief is also available for employers and other businesses that file certain information returns late. So the IRS says that the penalty refund may be sent to taxpayers who file for various international information returns, such as those for reporting transactions with foreign trusts, receipts, foreign gifts, ownership and interest of foreign corporations. So I guess Xi Jinping and Putin will get their, okay, you guys are bonusing out too. Way to go, right?
Check your mail.
Okay. So penalties that won't be refunded, once again, that won't be refunded. So we just want to cover those. Okay. So penalties that won't be refunded. Tax refunds and penalty abatements are only available for the late filing penalty, which is 5% of the tax due for each month or part of a month. So you want to explain that, Nicole, just so that they understand that. Because people are like, well, how much money am I getting? How much money am I getting? So
Well, basically just the penalty is whatever amount that you owe. If it's been a month that you're late filing, then you have a 5% penalty associated with that balance.
So if my penalty was what?
$100. If you owed $100, your penalty, and you filed 1 month late, your penalty would be $5. So you'd be getting a check for $5.
And then each month it increases to what?
5% each month. So for each month, and then the total that they can charge you as far as penalties would be 25% of your tax. So it could be up to 25% of your tax depending on how late you filed.
Okay, so some people are planning their trips to Las Vegas with this information. Okay. Because we don't.
Well, it might still be flooding there, so I don't know how high the prices are on motels, but you might make it.
Yeah, we want people to kind of have some idea, because we won't. You know what happens is when we do these, people call us and they go, "Where's my bonus? Where's my?" I'll go, "I don't see them. The IRS will just send it to you." Well, I still got my stimulus check. I want my bonus check. So the best thing to know is just want them to know, roughly, this isn't a lot of money. If you didn't make a lot of money, you didn't owe a lot of money, you're not getting a lot of money.
Right.
Okay. So still plan for the holidays appropriately with your current budget. Okay. All right. And don't plan that trip to Disney World because you're...
No layaway items at Kmart.
Yeah. Okay, so no refunds or abatements is available where a fraudulent return
that part
was filed. Where a fraudulent return was filed. So there's a lot of people in Washington, D.C. We won't name any names. Well, we did it in documents, but they were all redacted. Yeah. After they were subpoenaed.
The emails were deleted.
The emails were deleted. So no refunds or abatements will not be available where a fraudulent return was filed. Oh, gee, all the fraud people who file fraudulent returns. Oh, damn, I'm missing out on the bonus. God, my fraud return, and I'm not going to get any money for it. Oh, God, why did I do that? Right. So anyway, that's the basis of that situation. We knew that the IRS was going to be doing this, and the IRS also owes a lot of interest to people who
Yes.
were due refunds and haven't gotten their refunds yet. Are they going to pay interest on these stimulus checks that people didn't get?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Well,
I think it's because they blame people for not getting it, because if you would have filed your 2019 tax return, then you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Most
allegedly,
cases. Yeah.
right. Yeah, allegedly. So sorry. However, there is some good news.
Next time, file your tax returns on time.
And, hey, if you took out one of those student loans, we're taking off
Right?
20%. Yes. So we give a
go back to
little, we
school.
take a little.
Yeah.
We give a little, we take a little. All right? It kind of evens things out.
Inflation Reduction Act.
Inflation Reduction Act. Right. Yeah, it's the balance of nature. Okay. That's why.
Hey, look over there.
Hey, what happened to my cheese I had right there? I didn't see any cheese. Oh, it was aliens. Aliens
I
came
don't even
down.
like cheese.
Right. Yeah. So that's that. So Nicole was going to take us directly to the IRS website to see what they have to say about that.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that the Yahoo article lists. Just starting off, COVID tax relief, IRS provides broad-based penalty relief for certain 19 and 20 returns due to pandemic. We went over this part also, $1.2 billion in penalties being refunded to 1.6 million taxpayers. We'll include this link. So this is from August 24th, 2022 on the IRS website. And then the IRS Commissioner, Chuck Reddick, would like to say that throughout the pandemic, the IRS has worked hard to support the nation and provide relief to people in many different ways. The penalty relief issued today is yet another way the agency is supporting people during this unprecedented time. This penalty relief will be automatic for people or businesses who qualify. There's no need to call. So
No.
that's his quote
Yeah.
included in the article.
You know, the IRS never wants you to call. They never want you to call. They built up this whole system, okay, for years, and they don't want you to call. They go, oh yes, we speak Farsi, we speak 120 different dialects of Cantonese, right? We have these people waiting here. You're like thinking, okay, so you have 150 people who speak Swahili at the IRS, and I can't get one of them on the phone. Okay, you know, it doesn't matter. You call for English, Spanish, whatever. You can't get people on the phone. Chuck, you can't get people on the phone.
So don't call.
Yeah. Well, Chuck
Problem
is like,
solved. If you stop calling,
yeah, exactly. If you stop
You'd be
calling,
fine.
then somebody could get through. You've jammed the lines, you morons. Okay. We'll just have one phone that everybody can use to call the IRS.
No,
And you
I
just have to
think-
wait your turn.
yeah, I think most tax officials have like a minimum of 4 set up on hold at
Yeah.
any point in time during the day. A couple cell phones, a couple desk phones, their friends' phones.
Exactly. And then, you always have your favorite, cable show queued up for the wait time.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Mine's is Only the Murders in the Building. That's really, really good.
I like watching Cops when I'm on hold for the IRS.
Yeah. Nicole's into cops. She likes watching people who make her have an allergic reaction. Shot and pulled into the back of a cop car. Okay, she really gets off on it. Okay. All right. So, anything else there that's good on the IRS website?
Just to continue his quote, penalty relief is a complex issue for the IRS to administer. They've been working on this initiative for months following concerns that we've had from taxpayers, the tax community, and others, including Congress. This is another major step to help taxpayers, and we encourage those affected by this to review the guidelines. So Don went over most of the guidelines associated with this. There's one thing to remember is that this is just applying to the failure to file penalty. So as always, if you owe tax money, it is due April 15th. There is no extension to pay at all ever. If you file an extension that is not an extension to pay, And this penalty relief will not apply if you did not pay your taxes. So it's only the failure to file penalty.
Yeah, not the failure to pay penalty.
Right.
If you owe money, you're still going to get hit with the penalty and the interest
Yes.
on that.
Yeah.
But if you if you just filed late, well, actually, here's what I don't understand. Okay,
I probably won't understand either. But
this is one of the IRS things that I never understood, because they say in IRS land. And if you guys have never been there, you should. It's wonderful. Take the entire family. IRS land. Okay? It's in Barstow. One booming city. Wasn't affected by the pandemic at all. So explain that, because people don't understand this. Even, it's such a stupid thing. I don't think anybody understands it. I mean, I do understand it because I have to explain it all the time, but I still don't understand it. So explain that. What does it mean? So if you file, and you either do a refund back or you broke even, okay, and you that's what your return says. You're either getting a refund back or you don't owe anything, and you sent your return in past the filing deadline, okay. Even though you filed it past the filing deadline, which technically is filing late, okay, unless you're my ex-wife, then what happens is they can't hit you with a late filing fee because you don't owe anything.
Right.
Right.
It's a percentage of what you owe. So 5% of 0 is.
Now let me see.
I mean, this is where people get stuck.
I went to an inner city school. They didn't teach us this type of math. Okay. So in other words, Billy Preston, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Okay, that's how you would explain it in South Central Los Angeles. Everybody gets that, even the drug dealers. All right. So essentially, you didn't owe anything, so there can be no penalty assessed because you don't owe.
Correct.
A lot of people are like, this is crazy. The people who are this is what kills me. Okay, the people who are rushing to get in on the filing deadline, April 15th, that line at the post office, it's all people who do not owe any taxes. It's all the people who don't owe any taxes. The people who owe taxes,
Always.
They're like sitting at home watching, like, damn, this episode of Game of Thrones is booming, baby. They're like, hey, Charlie, it's you're supposed to file your taxes. I haven't filed since Carter was in office.
Hold on. Nicole, can you file an extension for me?
Yeah.
I know it's an hour before midnight, but can you file one? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Those are the people who owe.
Yes.
Those are the people who owe. And it always baffles my mind. Look, you don't have to clog up the line. You're not going to owe anything. You're getting a refund back. You can file tomorrow. There will be no line at the post office.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And by the way, the IRS doesn't want you to send in your returns anymore. They want you to do it all online.
Yes.
Yeah. They want you
because
to do it all
if you mail
online.
it in, guess where it's going?
It's going to that big warehouse with that little old man, with the flashlight and the mail opener. Okay.
And the shredder.
And then to the shredder.
And the little bonfire they have going.
That little bonfire, right. So I hope all of you who need it, want it, desire it, and all you fraudulent return people, I hope you get a fraudulent tax return bonus. Okay? And then the cops can come, the IRS CID can come after you.
Good, I got $800,000 worth of ammo just sitting there, so I would.
So it's going to get real interesting. I don't know how they said. How much was it? A $1.8 billion. Anyway,
I already forgot.
Whatever it is.
It's $1.2 billion, and penalties being refunded to 1.6 million taxpayers.
Okay, so do the math. Okay, I actually count as 3 taxpayers because I'm expecting twins. Okay.
That's only in Georgia. But that's
only in
video.
Georgia. That's another video. Apparently, if you're pregnant, you can go ahead and, if you live in Georgia, okay, you can go ahead and deduct those quintuplets that you have for, the year that you're still pregnant with him, and then you can run over to state of New York and get your abortion. I've always wondered how that's going to work in the state of Georgia. So where's the child? Well, you're not going to believe this.
What had happened was...
Right. Yeah. We're on our way to the baseball game. Okay. What? Okay. Enough. As you can tell, this is...
No, but we love the babies.
Yeah, this is... we loved the baby. We had a wonderful time with... It's a wonderful experience. We enjoyed being parents, but we were like done. We were like done. Okay. No, you can tell it is Freaky Friday here in the office. Nicole and I are kind of down dressed and took most of the day off. Actually, her hairdresser came to the office here and did her
work.
Yeah. So it's been a tough week. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. We're shooting this Friday afternoon at what time is it? 5 o'clock?
God only knows what time
close
it is.
to 5 o'clock. Yeah. And we've
4:20.
missed happy hour, so yeah. Nicole had some what? What was that you gave me, Nicole? I don't normally act like this. No. Anyway, so we're just here at the office. We want to do a video waiting for traffic to die down. So those of you who have been watching the episodes that we've been posting so far, we've got some wonderful information from Keith Conley about the student loan debt crisis, the announcements that Biden made that they were going to be, slashing student loan debt like crazy. So just, some people are going to get, this is just going to save so many lives, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Some people are going to get an entire, let me quote you. All right, write this down, people. I'll hold till you get pens. Some people are getting an entire $10,000 off their $450,000 student loan debt. Okay, put that money away. Put that money in a savings account, young man. You'll be surprised at what you'll earn.
Well, yeah. First you're gonna have to start paying like payments. If you're on income-driven repayment, you're paying $10 a month. You're gonna have to put those $10 a month into an account until it equals the $10,000 that you would have paid.
Go. Now, some people can get as much
just
as
air money
some
right
people
now.
can get as much as $20,000. Just imagine if I gave you $20,000. Okay. You would be able to buy that beat-up Toyota Corolla you drive. Okay? So, I don't know what they're thinking, but the total sum of it comes out to what? If the total sum of it comes out to $300 billion, okay, that the government is going to have to fork over. Well, did we say the government? You, the taxpayer, is going to have to fork over. And you're like, wait a minute, I have $300 billion, and this is
well,
why.
Get back to work.
Right. What, you don't make enough money? Go to school. You need to go to a 4-year university, like I did. Okay?
I just enrolled.
Yeah, and then take out a student loan. You'll never have to pay it back, right?
I already did. It just hit my bank account.
Okay, folks. So anyway, Keith Conley, we've got a 2-part episode on that, and then our previous episode about the $80 billion that we have for IRS agents and for guns and ammo. Okay. Going to the IRS.
Yeah.
And
they're just throwing money everywhere.
They're just throwing money everywhere. So
talking about party lines.
Yeah. So you folks, I said this back then. I go, when they sent out the COVID checks, and everybody was waiting for their COVID. I need my $600. It's gonna change my life. What do you do with it? I'm gonna buy crypto. You idiot! What were you gonna do with yours? I'm gonna spend half to buy crypto, and the other half, I'm gonna buy crack. Okay, I'm gonna buy crack. So we're a crypto crack nation.
So you buy your crypto, then you order your crack from the black market.
Oh, that's how you do it. I always wondered how she had more crack than I did, and less crypto. Okay, she started a website called Crack Crypto by Nicole Davis.
Best-selling book.
Best-selling book, New York Times bestseller list. Crypto crack, or is it crack crypto? I don't know. Anyway, it's
Signing
exciting.
copies at the library.
Yeah, yeah. She's getting so many sales. Amazon can't deliver it fast enough. All right. So is that about it? Are we done here?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, great. We have some wonderful guests coming up. A very special tax attorney that will be interviewing at the end of, I think, the middle of next week. So that should be up by next Friday, ready for the Labor Day holiday weekend. And I hope everyone is doing something wonderful and fun. Of course, you might get that tax refund bonus. I wonder why the IRS is calling it a bonus.
Scam.
Okay, it's so you're gonna bonus out. Yeah, or the IRS giveth, and the IRS take it away. All right, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, share, and please subscribe.
Yes.
We have a total of, tell them how many subscribers we have, Nicole.
I'm hoping 77 by now.
Yeah, we did hit 77. Thanks to Nicole's mom, right? Hi, Mom. Thanks for subscribing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Can you get everyone at the bridge party to subscribe as well? They don't know how to do YouTube. They didn't. Okay. All right. All right. Give them some Nicole's crack. Crypto crack. Okay.
We'll be on YouTube all night long.
That'll be YouTube and like nobody's business. They'll be like, don't like, don't like. Like, don't like. Subscribe, unsubscribe. Okay. So please subscribe. We'd like to, but by the time we are back from Labor Day weekend, we would love to see triple digits. At least 100 people are. Do you think it's possible?
Yes.
Do you think it's yes? Nicole believes it's possible. Okay, she's going to get the Gmail accounts and sign all of her chickens and dogs and cats with YouTube accounts so that they can.
The chicken's already subscribed.
The chicken's already. Oh, that's right. You have 77 chickens, of course. That's why we have 77. Now I get it. All right. Okay. What do you got? Those chickens on crack? She goes, no, on crypto. Okay. All right, folks. That's the weekend. Sorry, we're a little crazy, a little zany, but we call this Freaky Friday. It's so that you get to know Nicole better. Bet you didn't know that she was this serious of an individual. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
All right, folks. We will see you back sometime next week on Monday. Be sure to watch Nicole's updates. And remember, like, subscribe. All right. Have a great